Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to PsychRockCentral, where psych rock music lives on. And today we're going to be going over an underrated, spacey psych rock cult classic, Primordial Undermind's Universe I've Got, released in 1999. A little bit about the band. They were an American psych or space rock band formed all the way back in 1988 in Pasadena, California. And they have a notorious open collective policy on their membership, which continually rotates even to this day as they're still active. They frequently toured with highly prolific, underground, experimental cult psych rock musicians such as Salamander, Charalambides, and all of these other musicians. They were not necessarily had a huge legacy on psych rock music today, but for their time, they represented a small, independent scene of psychedelic rock musicians that also followed in the wake of people and bands such as Roy Montgomery and Bardo Pond for their spacey jam, like heavy improvisation, heavy Eastern influences in their psychedelic music. A little more about the music itself. It has extensive inspiration from Middle Eastern raga, which means that the raga rock is used to expand that musical lexicon while also focusing far more on the extended jams, while not also being super long. The tracks range from about 5 to 10 to 11 minutes on average with every track, including some like Dervish and Bondu. There's greatly improved production. It dramatically increases the afforded complexity and brings the band's musical statement to the forefront in tracks such as Manta. However, I think my favorite track would be Weightless Nemesis, which basically starts off with a very slow, undulating bass riff that eventually picks up steam at the 4-minute mark, explodes into this orgasmic, frenzied crescendo of like guitar, bass, drums, some more exotic instruments, slows it down, and then goes back up with another eruption of spacey, psychedelic guitars. Very, very good. For what it's worth, it doesn't feel like almost 10 minutes. It feels more like 6 minutes. It just kind of goes way quicker than you'd expect it to. And I think that's the best part about this type of music. You listen to it, it's supposed to be 10 minutes, but because you're so absorbed into the music, you're so involved with what the musicians have written, it ends up feeling like 3, 4, 5 minutes at a time, which I think is exemplary of their songcraft. In conclusions, solitary example of the band's psychedelic prowess, where the band really used this album to journey to the darkest recesses of the world of psychedelic rock. I mentioned before with Weightless Nemesis how there's this orgasmic fucking guitar solo in the middle, and other tracks such as Bondu and Manta have similar uproarious, very frenetic, aggressive solos as well. So it's a dark point in psychedelic rock, more spacey, but I think that is extremely, gravitating. I think that's what gravitated me a lot to this album when I first listened to it. It continues the legacy of what psych rock was best at, which the album's use of the extended jam, the epic guitar riffs, and the whirling crescendos create an unforgettable sound that psych rock was always known for, and hopefully many more bands in the future continue to emulate and improve upon for better or for worse, as we'll see later on. I would give this album a 7.5 out of 10, and I'd like to thank you for watching. This review and a lot of the other reviews that are going to be coming up were already posted to the PsychRockCentral blog if you want to go check that out. I'll also be uploading my more full, in-depth review onto Rate Your Music if that's what interests you as well. So I'd like to thank you for tuning in. Peace out.